तो आज हम लोग find the string in grid करेंगे. So we'll do it. I don't know this one is the best approach or not, but I have done it this way, so I'll discuss this one only. Okay, so let's first read what the question says. Given a grid of given a 2D grid of n cross n character and a word, find all occurrence of given word in grid, right? So हमें एक वर्ड दिया रहेगा और एक मैट्रिक्स दी होगी, तो हमें उस वर्ड को उस मैट्रिक्स में फाइंड करना है. हम उस वर्ड को किसी भी डायरेक्शन में फाइंड कर सकते हैं, बस एक कंडीशन है कि अगर हमें लाइक उस वर्ड का सेकंड कैरेक्टर राइट में मिला तो हमें हमेशा राइट में मूव करना है. बस यही कंडीशन है. So let's see. Yeah. So let's start coding. तो मैं काफ़ी सिंपल अप्रोच डिस्कस करूँगा यहाँ पे. What we'll do, सबसे पहले हम दो वेक्टर बना लेंगे ताकि वो डायरेक्शंस में ट्रैवर्स कर सके. Let's call it di. Let's make it by -1, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 0, right? Let's make one more. Let's call it int dj. Okay, let's initialize it. Okay, I have made a mistake over here. Yeah, let's initialize it with -1. I mean, let's put the value in these matrices. So -1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, -1, -1. Yeah, right? Yes. So by the combination of these two matrices, we can traverse in on all the 8 directions, right? So we'll now loop. We'll now first find the first character of the word. Okay, so for that we'll have to traverse the entire matrix. For int I equals 0, I less than m, I plus plus. Let's define m over here. Int m is equals to grid dot size, right? Yeah. So this way. Okay, let's define a n over here as well. N is equals to grid of I dot size, right? These are few basic things. I'm not explaining them. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to do. 0, 0, 2, 0 less than n, say plus plus. Yeah. So this way we can traverse to every element of the matrix. Now we are not doing anything that overflows from the matrix, so we will not put any check. We'll simply check if grid of I comma j, I mean if grid of ij equals word of 0, right? Yeah. So this way. If it happens, then we have to put a check over here, right? Let's just imagine if we are finding a word who has only one character, है ना? So we don't need to go for any other thing, so we simply have to append this ij and answer. Okay, so let's make a vector first. Let me copy it from here. Let's name it answer. So we'll simply answer dot plus back I comma j, right? Yes. Okay, so if we have a word of size 0, I mean if we have a word of size Okay, I forgot to put the check over here. If word dot size equals 1, huh? So if this condition hold, then answer dot pushback is a, and also continue the iteration. Okay, I'll tell you why I am asking you to continue the iteration and not to break it. Yeah, so let's first understand the approach, what I'm trying to do. I don't know how could I get it in matrix form. Yeah, so here it is, huh? So let's look at here. Okay, if let's say we had to find d only, है ना? So when we are here, we should push 0 0 in our answer, and then we should move over here, है ना? So this way, whenever we are encountering a d, we should push it in answer. Okay, so let's now come here. Yeah, now if we are here, if we are on this index, we'll push 0 0 cause these first two are 2d. Okay, when we are looking for 2d, I'm talking about 2d keys. So we'll simply push 0 0 in for the first iteration, and then when the pointer moves to second element of first row, then we'll put dd again, cause it's making the word dd in reverse direction, and similarly. So yeah, so if the word size is 1, we have to simply append the answer in the answer vector, and we should continue our iteration instead of breaking it. Look, if we break it over here, we'll come out of the column loop, है ना? And I mean, and we'll lost the control of that row. I mean, we'll simply jump out of the row, and we'll have to, yeah, we'll have to go for another iterations. We'll simply change the row, so we should not break over here, है ना? We'll, I hope this much is clear. I should not talk much about this. So now, if word dot size is not once, like not one, let's just think it's more than one. And what we'll do in that case, let's see. First, let me do it. Okay, yeah. So what we have done till now, we have simply found a first character of the word that we are looking in the grid, है ना? So now we have 8 way to go, right? We have 8 direction to traverse, so we have 8 way to go. So we'll put a for loop, है ना? For int, let's say let's call it k equals to 0, k less than 8, k plus plus, cause they are 8 direction, that's why we are traversing in 8 direction. Okay, so let's define int x is equals to I plus di of what, k, and y equals j plus dj of k, right? So here we are, we can now traverse to all the 8 elements, right? So here we'll have to put a check, so that not we don't go out of our scope. I mean, we don't cross the matrix limit. I mean, we cannot go out of the matrix, right? So what are the checks? The checks are if x less than 0 or y less than 0 or x greater than equals to what, m, or y greater than equals to n. Yeah, if our x and y goes in these things, then we should continue that iteration. I mean, we should not look at that iteration, right? We'll need one more flag, we'll see how. So let's make it first, initialize it with 0. Okay, yeah. Now if we are not going out of the scope of matrix, so what we'll have to do, look, we have found the zeroth the first character of the word. Now we'll look at the second character and we'll also see in which direction the second character came, so that we can keep on traveling in that direction only, right? So we'll have to add one more loop, but before we'll have to check if grid of x comma y, I mean xy, equals word of 1, word of 1. Attention guys, we have one more check. What if the word of the size of the word is 2, है ना? So we don't need to go any away from here, so we should simply push back the answer over here. And now, and see, this time we have to break the iteration. Why break? Because it's not the first word case, it's the second word case, right? And we are asked to check we are asked to check from word 0, if there are multiple possibility. Let's say if there is a word being made in right and if there is a word being made in bottom, so we should include the first one only. Okay, so that's why we'll break it this time. What we'll do, we'll simply keep a check. I should copy this one, I guess. Control C, Control V, and I should put a break over here instead of continue, and we should make the size 2. Yeah, so this much is fine, right? Yeah, so we have did it till this much. Now see, we do have the direction, we do have 2 words. Okay, we simply have to traverse up to that word size. Okay, so we'll have to put one more loop for int, let's call it L is equals to 0 to L less than word dot size minus 2, because we have checked for 2 words, like 2 characters already, L plus plus. Okay, now we'll do one thing over here. We'll I should do it over here or somewhere else. Okay, let's do it over here. Let's make flag equals 0. Okay, I mean each time when it enters in this loop, the flag should be 0. Huh? Like cause if, okay, let's not do it for now, we'll see when to do it. Okay, so this much is fine, I guess. Yeah, so now we are looping from 0 to word size minus 2, right? And what we are supposed to do this time we'll again have to traverse in okay, this time we don't need to traverse in all the direction. Okay, we should only traverse in that direction where the second character is found. Okay, so how will we do it? Look, the keys value is not changed yet, right? Like for let's say for k is equals to 2, we have found the second character, na? And the k is not changed, so the combination of di k and djk would tell us which direction to go. Okay, we'll simply multiply, like we'll have to go in let's say go in right diagonal direction, na? Towards the end of the matrix. So we'll simply add one in I and j. So in the similar manner, we'll again make int tx. Tx means temporary x. It was just like that only. Okay, so what we have to do, x plus L plus 1 into d di of k, right? See, now we are at let's find some matrix and see what we can do. We don't have matrix over here, so we'll have to go to custom input. Yeah, so just imagine we are here now. Okay, where is it? Yeah, we have a, okay, just imagine now we are here on this D, okay, where my pointer is pointing. So we are here now on this D, and the second word is found in this direction. Okay, so x and x and y are the indexes of this direction. So what we'll do, look, we had to add one in j and do nothing with I. So the combination of I j which would have taken us here is 0 1, right? So we'll simply keep on adding 0 1 again and again. So like if we on B's index, if we add 101, we'll reach C, and then we'll reach D, and then C, and then like we'll keep on reaching when up till we are adding, right? So this way I'm doing it. Int ty equals y plus l plus 1 multiplied dj of k. Okay, so that's how it's happening. Okay, now we'll again have to put this similar check over here. If this happened, then we should continue the iteration. Control C, and we should paste it over here. Control V. In place of x, we should make dx dy dx and dy. Okay, so we are yeah, we are going good, I guess. If we are not going we are not going out of the scope of the matrix, then what we should do over here, we should check if, yeah, over here we should check if grid of dx dy, right, is not equals to word of l plus 2, cause we have already traversed two elements of words. So if it happens, so we should break it, है ना? But if it doesn't happen, है ना, we are still in the loop, and it's not broken, है ना? So what should we do? We should check if we have reached to the end of this loop. So we should check if l equals word dot size minus 2. If we have reached the end of the loop, so we should simply make flag equals 1, and out of this loop we should check if flag true, we should push back the answer and break it. Like we should copy it from here, Control C, Control V, right? This one is fine. Okay, so now we are only left with returning the answer. Okay, one more thing. Okay, let's say we are over here, and somehow we have make the flag one, like we have found one of the words and we have made the flag one. Now this will never be made 0 again. So before starting this loop, we should make flag 0 over here. So flag equals to 0, and now we should check it if it works or not, if I have done something wrong with it, like not like that. I guess this one is working. Let's see. It's saying it's failing on test case number 5. Mine's output is a bit different from his output. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's check what wrong. I don't think there's something wrong with this code. Yeah, this much is fine, this much is fine. This much is also fine. We have checked the correction. We have checked it quite well. Good up to now. Okay, we had to put 3 over here, है ना? Look, we are checking L less than word dot size minus 2, है ना? तो L would never be word dot size minus 2, है ना? It will always be word dot size minus 3. So the maximum value of L would be word dot size minus 3. Okay, now I guess this should work. Let's submit it. Okay, it's working. So thank you so much for watching the video, and I know I cannot ask you to share this video as a I understand. Okay, fine. Thank you. Keep liking, keep subscribing.